Probably on Sheets, we'll see. Foul, I guess, was called on Nate Conley. And a timeout here by Washington. 3:01 to play. Lincoln leads at 8-7. Back in a minute to resume action here in the second quarter. Washington with an opportunity to tie. Free throw up and good, and it's knotted at 8. Second shot up, and the big arcer is short. Off the front of the rim, pulled down by the Lions. Sheets on a nice rebound. Now works the right side. Calls for one. Gets a screen. Takes it. Stops. Set. Shoots it. Short. Not good. Rebound underneath and a jump ball called. Huntsberger jumping for the Lions. And the tip controlled by Huntsberger to Sheets. Puts shot up and no, off the back of the rim, long, not good. Sheets gets a rebound. Now it's wrestled away and pulled down by Washington. Lenfesti up the right side. Now slows up the pace, feeds on the near side here. Across to Bear. Whistle and a double dribble called on Aaron Bear. Back she goes to the Lions. 2:32 to play. Substitute coming in the game, replacing Aaron Bear for the Washington Hornets. Adam Sheets wants play number 3. That's Jason Conley in the game. Didn't see him come in. For the Lions, there's Sheets with a 15-footer. Up, not good. Rebound, run down by Sheets again in the corner. Now he looks for help, gets it in there to Jason Conley, lowers his head, takes it in the key, puts a shot up, and not good. Rebound. Huntsberger right there in front of the bucket, up, not good, but he's fouled. And Huntsberger will go to the line, he'll have 2. Here's Joe Huntsberger at the line. Again, the score is knotted. Just a little bit over 2 minutes to play in the first half. He'll have 2 shots. First one up, and bounding, not good. And we get situated here. Here we go. Huntsberger's second shot. Up and not good off the board. Huntsberger gets a rebound right back up, in and out, not good. Tough break. And a traveling call going to be called against Washington. So with 2 minutes to play in the first half, it goes back over again to the Lincoln Lions. Scott Freeman going to set the ball in action under their own hoop. Shot right underneath Jason Zimmerman, up and good. A nice turnaround jumper off the inbounds play. Gives the lead back to the Lions. They lead at 10-8. And Lenfesti advances for the Washington Hornets. Lincoln defense real strong here. As Washington obviously trying to make some cuts through the middle. They're using the high post and the low post. There it is, and Huntsberger comes up with it as the big man wasn't looking for the pass. He was open, but he wasn't looking, and it went right in the hands of Joe Huntsberger. He works, Zimmerman works it up the left side, advances to baseline, gets shot up, it's long, and the big man pulls her down for the Hornets. He's fast, and a whistle and a good foul taken there by Scotty Freeman. Will send number 44 for the Hornets back to the line again, and he'll probably be shooting 2. 2 shots. First one looks flat, but it's in there. Makes it 10-9, 1:11 to play. First half, second shot up and good. So she's tied at 10. Substitution in the game for Washington. In the meantime, your lineup right now for the Lincoln Lions includes Adam Sheets, Jason Zimmerman, Scott Freeman, Joe Huntsberger, and Jason Conley. Zimmerman right up the key, takes a 15-footer, good, and the lead goes back to the Lions. Nice shot by Jason Zimmerman. And Coach Noel Hoke of the Hornets didn't like what he saw in that offensive move by the Lincoln Lions, so he calls a timeout quickly with 57 seconds to play in the first half. Back in the second. And here we go. Ball set back in action by the Washington Hornets. They're down by 2 with less than a minute play in the first half. Aaron Bear came back in the game during that timeout. And the sticky defense applied by the Lions. Now trying to work the left side. That's Huntsberger on the D. Oh, dragged his foot, no call again. Now down the middle of the lane, up goes the 12-footer, good. Ties her up at a dozen points apiece. Exactly half a minute to play in the first half. Sheets with the ball. To Freeman off his foot, but recovered by Zimmerman. Zimmerman tries to take it through the key, and a whistle and a foul, reach-in foul called against the Hornets, and Zimmerman will go to the line. Zimmerman shot up is good. Now the bonus, try to increase the lead to 2 with 16 seconds to play in the first half. Zimmerman's second shot up is in and out, not good, and Washington comes down with a rebound.
Defense, defense.
6 seconds.
5, defense.
4, 3. Oh, could have been a charge. Whistle and a foul called on Jason Zimmerman right at the buzzer. So the big man will again be at the line. He'll have 2 shots. Time is out here actually in the first half, but the big man for Washington will have 2. First one's good. And that ties the score at 13. And this last one here with no time left on the clock could give Washington the lead at halftime, but it's in and out, not good. So that concludes the end of the first half. Oh, good, close, hard-fought ball game finds the score all tied at 13. We'll be back with the scoring summary for the first half of action in just a second. Well, here's a scoring summary for the Lincoln Lions in the first half. Jason Zimmerman had 5 points to lead the Lincoln Lions in the first half. He picked up 2 personal fouls. Adam Sheets has 1 personal foul and has scored 3 points. Scott Freeman, 2 fouls and 3 points. And Joe Huntsberger, the only other Lion to score, has 2 points. He has 1 foul. In addition, Nate Conley has played an excellent ball game, but has 3 fouls right now, and he'll have to be careful in the second half. So, total of 13 points scored by 4 different players for the Lincoln Lions. We'll be back with the second story at halftime, and we're just about set to go with the second half of action. It's all tied up. Expect the starting teams for both sides here are going to get a lot of action today. There's only been 1 substitution for each team so far, and the lineup for the Lions right now is the same way as it ended in the first half with Jason Conley, Joe Huntsberger, Adam Sheets, Scott Freeman, and Jason Zimmerman, and Washington has the tip. Ooh, a lot of steps right there, no call. Another, and a good block out of bounds by Jason Zimmerman. Could have had a couple travel calls there, but didn't get them. So the Hornets put it in action under their own bucket. Right under the basket. She goes up, but short. Huntsberger with the rebound. Off his fingers, out of bounds. She goes back to the Hornets. Batted away and controlled by Sheets. Good job. And he gets it over to Jason Zimmerman, who will bring it up the near side. Works on Lenfest. He gets a nice screen. No call. 15-footer. Zimmerman long. Rebound. Washington's got it. Ahead quickly on a nice pass. Shots up and good. So the lead's 15-13 right now for the Washington Hornets. Now Sheets on the far side. Calls for play 1. To the baseline he goes. Puts up a 12-footer off the back of the rim. Not good. And there's the big man again with the rebound. Looks down court. Gets it ahead quickly. This time the defense pressure applied there. Ooh, no call. And Aaron Bear finally settles her down here on the near side. Lenfesty, top of the key. There's Bear cutting through the key. Whoa, no call again. A lot of steps taken. Here's the big man. Dishes it off to Bear. Bear shot up and good. 17-13. Biggest advantage for either team right now belongs to the Washington Hornets at 4 points. Randy Polston wants a timeout. Back in a second. Here's a huddle with Randy Polston talking to his Lincoln Lions. Made a substitution here as Nate Conley is going to come back in the game in spite of his 3 fouls. He needs him right now. He replaces Scott Freeman. And we're about set to resume action. Okay, Lions down by 4. Zimmerman sets it in action. That's an illegal play there. No pressing here until the 4th quarter. But Sheets controls it anyway up the right side. Gets a pick. Now Bear picks up the defense. Lays it off to Nate Conley. Tries to force it into Huntsberger. Tipped around and controlled by who? By Washington. Here comes Lenfesty on the near side. Pass ahead nicely under the bucket. Shot up high off the board. Not good. And Nate Conley with the rebound. Gets it back to Jason Zimmerman, who slows up the action. And calls for play 3 as he works the near side now into the key. Stops, whistle, and a foul going to be called on Lenfesty. We'll have Jason Zimmerman going to the line, shooting 1. Here's Zimmerman's free throw attempt. Try to draw the lines within 3, but it's long off the back of the rim. Whistle and a jump ball. What do we have? Yes, jump ball. Huntsberger in there good, and he's doing a fine job on the boards. And he'll be jumping against one of the big men for Washington. We'll see what happens here. Huntsberger controls it to Conley. Going the shot up, not good, and tipped out of bounds. Whose ball is it? Oh, Washington's ball is the call. So Washington sets it in action regardless as Linfesti advances across center court. Try to take a look at the Lincoln defense here. He's a big man. (17-13) to score. Aaron Bear feeds it off. Oh, a shot up, in and out, and there's Huntsberger, a whistle, and a foul. Good job by Joe Huntsberger, good position. And a foul called on Washington will send Huntsberger back to the line. Here's Joe Huntsberger at the line. Shot up, banked, not good. And then there's Nate Conley. Good job by Nate Conley, getting a good defensive board. Forces a jump ball. Substitution in the game is Jason Conley, Jim Trammell, rather, replacing Jason Zimmerman. That's Trammell for Zimmerman right now. Here's the tip. Nate Conley tips. Trammell tips. Back to Nate Conley and over to Sheets on the right side. Works the far side. Shot up, short. Rebound, Sheets. Nice rebound. Shot up again, up and in. Good hustle following the shot there. Makes the score 17-15. Cuts the lead to 2 with 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Good ball game. Working the far side is Aaron Bear. Linfesti feeds it over to the near side. Huntsberger on the D, takes it all the way in, up, and foul on Huntsberger. Washington will go to the line, and I suspect he'll be shooting 2. First shot up, not good. And second shot looks good, but it's not. And there's Nate Conley with the board, off to Sheets, who takes it up the far side. Looks ahead, now advances quickly down the far side. All the way to the baseline, now looks for help, finds Jim Trammell. Shot up and not good on the bank, and out of there comes Washington. Pass ahead quickly, shot short, and who's got it? Huntsberger's in there, and a jump ball. Joe Huntsberger playing a good game here. 1:49 to play, third quarter. 17-15 to score. Lions down by 2. Tip controlled by Washington, right under the bucket. Shot up by Washington after another no travel call. Whistle, and a foul called on the Sheets. Looks like the arms were straight up, but that's going to be the call. And to the line again goes Washington. They'll be shooting 2. Been very little scoring here in the second half so far. We were knotted at 13 at halftime. Right now, Washington leads at 17-15. Shot up, whistle before the ball gets there. What's it called? Apparently a violation, lane violation against the Hornets. Turns the ball back over to Lincoln. And Sheets is going to set it in action as a substitution. Scott Freeman back in the game for Jason Conley. And here comes Jim Trammell on the near side. Calls for play number 1. Takes it into key, whistle, and a blocking foul called on Linfesti. And Trammell will go to the line shooting 1. Here's Jim Trammell shooting 1. Try to get those Lions back within 1 point with 1.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bounces not good. So a foul going to be called, an aggressive rebound attempt by Nate Conley. That's his 4th, and that's trouble for the Lions. All my spotters advise me that number 44 is Barfeld, as Jason Conley replaces Nate Conley in the Lions lineup. Nate sitting down with 4 fouls. Here's Barfeld's shot. It's up and bouncing not good. Rebound tied up here. Creighton and I believe Huntsberger will be jumping again. No, it's going to be Jason Conley rather than Huntsberger. Creighton and Jason Conley jumping. 17-15, 1:30 to play. Here's the tip to Barfeld, tipped away from him, but run down by Aaron Bear. Here's a 15-footer up, not good, and there's Huntsberger scrapping for the rebound, but he can't pull it down, and another jump ball called. Looks like Jason Conley involved in this again, or is it Scott Freeman? It's Scott Freeman. He'll be jumping against Creighton. And Jim Trammell aggressively pulls that ball down. Comes up cross center court, feeds off to Sheets on the far side, takes the baseline, let's go with an 18-footer off the rim, not good. Rebound, good hustle by Scott Freeman, forces a jump ball with Creighton. So it'll be Creighton and Scott Freeman. jumping with 1:06 to play, third quarter. Creighton controls to Linfesti. Freeman up ahead quickly on the defense. Here's a under to Barfell, shot up, not good, and there's Huntsberger, but he's tied up by Creighton. They'll be jumping again. A lot of jump balls, less than a minute to play, 57 seconds, third quarter, as Huntsberger and Creighton will square off at the Lincoln end of the floor, at the Washington Hornets end of the floor. And this time Huntsberger controls to Sheets, 55 seconds. Lions down by 2, 17-15. Not a lot of scoring here in the third quarter. Sheets tries to work baseline, 18-footer up, it's short. Huntsberger saves nicely, but it's into the hands of Linfesti. Linfesti down the near side, pass way ahead to Barfell, right on her knee, shot up, not good, but a whistle and a foul called on Sheets. Probably a good foul, with 36 seconds to play. In the third quarter, we'll have Barfell at the line, he'll be shooting 2. Barfell all set as Jason Zimmerman just replaced Jim Tremmel back into the Lincoln Lion lineup for shots in and out. He's not hit a good percentage, and he's been at the line quite a bit today for Washington. Second shot up. This one's good. So that builds the lead to 3 for the Hornets. And the Lions with exactly a half a minute to play in the third quarter, trying to get back in this ball game. And double dribble called. It's the Lions, goes back over to Washington. Barfell. This is Creighton. Bear, top of the key. They're running down a little time, 12 seconds. Here's Linfesti. Now Creighton with 5, 4, shot up, hard off the glass. Barfell back up short, and Huntsberger comes down with the ball. So that's the end of the third quarter, and there's the story, 18-15 in favor of the guests, and that's the Washington Hornets. Back for the fourth and final quarter of action in just a moment. Well, here we go. Final action of play. Lincoln down by 3, 18-15. Good ball game. As the defense has pretty much dominated play in the second half for both teams. Tip controlled by Barfell to Creighton. Head quickly under, up, and in she goes. Nice looking play as Aaron Bear on the end of that fast break later in for 2 and built the lead to 5, 20-15. Zimmerman to Freeman. To the right side, looks for help, finds Zimmerman. No, this is Sheets. Whistle, foul, shot up and good, but what's the call? Oh, traveling call, tough call. Back she goes to Washington. And ahead quickly underneath again. The defense, the transition game right now is pulled Washington out to a 7-point lead, 22-15. Fourth quarter action. Sheets underneath, whistle and a foul, and we'll have Jason Conley go into the line. He'll be shooting 2. Jason Conley set for 2 shots. Foul was called on Barfell. First shot up and drops in there good. And I believe that's Jason Conley's first points of the year of the season. Second shot up for Conley is also good. So the Lions pull back within 5 and immediately apply pressure. And it's tipped away. Watch the call. Back to Washington she goes on a good D. Zimmerman knocked that out of bounds. Sheets guards the inbounds man. Here comes Linfesti. Got to watch this transition game. Linfesti up the far side. It's Barfell to Linfesti. Around his man he goes. Shot up, not good. And Jason Conley with a good rebound. But what now? He's going to be tied up. Creighton applied the defensive pressure and tied up the ball when it was brought down to the floor. Under 4 minutes to play in the ball game. 22-17. Tip controlled by Barfell. Right on her knee. Shot up and good. So 24-17 is the score. And the Lions are again down by 7. Sheets lets fly the 15-footer in and out. Not good. Scramble for the ball, and Freeman comes up with a shot up and good. Scotty Freeman. Lincoln back within 5, 24-19. Plenty of time left here. But they've got to cut off that transition game that Washington's had here lately. tipped around, and a good defensive play by Scott Freeman. Whistle and a jump ball. Good job by Scotty Freeman. And timeout's called here by Washington, so there's your picture, and we'll be back after the timeout with the conclusion of the ballgame. Okay, we're all set for the jump ball now with Scott Freeman jumping for the Lions. And she goes to Jason Zimmerman. Quickly ahead, lays it off to Sheets, takes it into the key, puts up a 12-footer off the back of the rim, not good. And here comes Len Feste for Washington. Zimmerman on the good D here.
Gotta get him, let's go.
And a turnover for us. Gives the ball back to the Lions. Still better than 3 minutes to play as Randy Polson wants to talk it over again. So we'll be back in a second. Lincoln Lions down by 5, 24-19. Still plenty of time to win this ball game. And a whistle, what's the call? Well, we'll have to check this one out. I have no idea what that whistle could be about. Apparently a technical foul going to be called against Washington. And we'll be back with the details of this in just a second. Well, we got no idea what that was all about, but apparently nothing's changed as Lincoln's going to set the ball back in action again after Randy Polson gets his explanation of what that was about, which did absolutely nothing more than take 1 second off the clock. Well, now it's apparently official that there was indeed a technical foul called because Sheets for the Lions is going to the line. I assume he'll be shooting one. And then Lions will put the ball back in play, but I don't have any idea what caused that technical foul. Nothing apparent from this vantage point. Here's the shot up, and it's good. So that reduces the margin to 4 points, and the Lions will put it in play down by 4 as Washington calls a timeout. So we'll be back in a second. Well, apparently we had a substitution violation against Washington that caused that technical. So with 3:02 to go and the Lions down by 4. Here we go. Sheets to Jason Conley. Takes it to the baseline. Looks for help. Tries to dish it off underneath the Huntsberger. Tipped around, and Jason Conley comes out of there with it. Now to Scotty Freeman. To Zimmerman. He lets go with the 12-footer. Up and good. So the Lions are back in this old ball game. You better believe they're only down by 2. 2.5 minutes to play. Plenty of time. And it's tipped away and controlled by Sheets, and a whistle and a foul called on Creighton. So Sheets will go to the line, shooting apparently 1-1 with a chance to tie the ball game and get the Lions right back in the midst of it here with 2:34 to play in the ball game. One and one it is, and Sheets at the line. First shot up, good. And the Lions are within 1. Here's Sheets' second free throw. It's up and it's in and out, not good. What do we have? We're going to have a jump ball here, and we do. Could have been a traveling call. 2 Hornets had that ball, but no call. And now we'll have Jason Conley jumping against Creighton for Washington. Tip controlled by Washington to Len Feste. And quickly they come. Oh, no travel again. Ball underneath the bar, fell up and in. Whoa, we missed one there. It's 26-23, 2:19 to play. Jason Conley works the near side, takes it into the key. Lets through the 15-footer. It's not good, but a foul's going to be called, and Jason Conley will have 2. Of course, Jason Zimmerman will have 2 shots with 2:11 to play in the ballgame. Here's Zimmerman's first shot, up and bouncing good. Zimmerman eyes the bucket, shot up and bounces good. So it's a 1-point ball game again. And you can believe that Lincoln will be applying pressure here all the way up the court as Washington does get it into action. Oh, could have been a call there, but there was none across the 10-second line. Tipped away and stolen by Sheets nicely. So with exactly 2 minutes to play, Sheets quickly up the far side. Now he slows it down, looks for help, finds Jason Zimmerman. Heavy defensive pressure applied here by the Hornets. Conley lets one go off the back of the board, no good. Here's Freeman. Now Sheets eyes. He lets one go up and good. And the Lions take the lead 27-26. 1:42 to play. Still a lot of time. Now a whistle. What's the call? What is the call? We don't know. Timeout, I guess, against called for Washington. And there's a happy group of Lions, and they're back in front, 27-26, 1:40 to play, back in a second. So here we go with the last minute and 40 seconds of action. Len Feste, Zimmerman on the D.
Don't slap.
To the baseline, working on Zimmerman, shot up and good. Lead goes back to the Hornets. Still a lot of time left, minute 23. Zimmerman calls for play number 1. Works the near side, this is Freeman. Could have been a travel, no call. Freeman lets her go, off the back of the rim, not good, and we're gonna have a jump ball. No, a traveling call against Barfell, gives the ball back to the Lions. Ooh, tough call there. Freeman looks under the bucket, finds Zimmerman. Heavy pressure, whistle, what's the call? Traveling call against the Lions, gives it back to the Hornets. And a foul called on Zimmerman. Still a lot of time to play. Lincoln down by 1 with 1:05 to play, and Len Feste will be going to the line. Here's Sean Len Feste shooting 1-1 for the Hornets. Shot is up, it's not going to be good. And there's Sheets with the rebound. Quickly down the far side. Now stops at the baseline, looks for help. It's tipped away, and what's the call? Double dribble call. And back she goes again to Washington. In there, Zimmerman, he knocks it away and out of bounds, but she stays with the Hornets. 57 seconds to play. 28-27, Hornets lead it. Here's Aaron Bear. Now Len Feste working on Zimmerman. Across the 10-second line, right through the key, and a reach-in foul called on Zimmerman. Feste's preparing for the free throw, but Randy Polston wants timeout to talk it over with his Lincoln Lions and map out strategy for the last 48 minutes. Or 48 seconds of the ball game. Find themselves down by 1. Back in a second. Well, that tells it all. As Len Feste missed just a moment ago, is back up there again for a 1-1, and I think Randy Polston's going to call a second timeout. But he doesn't get the referee's attention in time. Here's a shot up, and it's not good. Run down in the corner by Scott Freeman. Dishes off to Sheets. 44 seconds. A lot of time left. Sheets slows up the action down the far side. He works on Len Feste. This is Zimmerman. Comes near side, finds Sheets. Looks for help, finds Zimmerman. Jason Conley. Conley to the baseline, all the way to the hoop, dishes off nicely. Freeman up and in! Big bucket by Scotty Freeman. So with 21 seconds to play on a nice basket by Freeman off a good assist from Jason Conley, the Lions take the lead again, 29-28. 21 seconds to play, back in a moment. Here's Coach Randy Polston talking to his lineup that's in there right now for the last 21 seconds of this ball game. Jason Zimmerman, Adam Sheets, Jason Conley, Joe Huntsberger, and Scotty Freeman. And they'll be one to play the strong D right now as they lead it by 1. In fact, right there's your story. Well, here we go. Heavy defense, but they get it into Bear. He works on the far side. Could have been a travel, no call. Sheets on the defense now. Back outside. Oh, double dribble, no. Len Feste tipped away, but controlled. 10 seconds to play. They're looking to try to call a timeout. They're going to have trouble now. 7. To the top of the key. Len Feste lets her go. Up, not good. Jump ball going to be called with 3 seconds to play. Scotty Freeman on the good aggressive defense. He'll be jumping with Aaron Bear with 3 seconds left on the clock. Randy Polston wants a timeout. He'll get it. So we'll be back for the final 3 seconds as they'll be jumping down to Washington Hornet into the court. Lions up by 1. Good ball game. Well, she all comes down to the scene right here. Scott Freeman against Aaron Bear jumping down at the Washington end. Lions up by 1. Tip. Goes to Barfell. Shot is up and good. And that wins the ball game for the Hornets. Oh, brother. What a finish. What a finish. So the Hornets are going to come away victorious here, 30-29, hard-fought game for both teams. A lot of disappointed Lions out there, but a big bucket by Barfell right at the buzzer made the difference, and the Washington Hornets win this thing 30-29. Here's the scoring summary for the Lincoln Lions. Well, there's the final tally. Real tough loss and a well-deserved victory for Washington. Final scoring summary for the Lincoln Lions. Jason Zimmerman and Adam Sheets led the Lions with 9 points apiece. Scott Freeman had 7. Jason Conley with 2, and Joe Huntsberger with 2. So that wraps her up from the Lincoln Lion Gym. Back in a week.